What's good on? What's going on? I'm about Steph. I react on the channel. Guys, remember to like, subscribe down below. Let's get into it, yeah? The iPad kid epidemic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the kids got going on with the iPads, but what I know from my experience, what I've seen, is a lot of kids that be glued on the iPad. That's all they know. And to be honest, was that iPad kid? Nah, I was an iPad kid. I was actually, I think I was the last few in my generation, in Gen Z, that did see the outside. You feel me? But let's see what they got going on, man.
Yo, did this nigga awaken a demon? Lil kid flung the basket and it looked like he was using telekinesis like Magneto.
What? What's gonna happen?
But it's like, look at me now. Look, I'm the captain now. I'm the captain now. His face. I am the captain now. Ay.
What's gonna happen?
Whoa! Hey!
Yo, who?
Oh, square up. Square up. Hey, come on. Hey, what's happening? Hey, yo. Hey.
Lil bro feeling like Lil dude just got to square up with his mom over an iPad. And he wasn't playing either. There wasn't a lick of remorse in his eyes. He was ready to go to war. All 30 pounds of him was ready to put it all on the line.
Hardcore gay porn.
Yo. I'm gonna use all my samples now because I got a little sample now. Yo, man, listen up, it's history. Gay what? Boom boom what? Yo.
And then you got porn with what the heck?
Yeah.
You got porn in here with. This is ridiculous.
Yo, what did this nigga find for him to be speechless? This man is literally...
No. Bro, what has a grown man that age gonna see at my man's phone to be like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, this must be absolutely beyond this guy's imagination. Like, bro, like...
stuttering. What decrepit corner of the internet did Lil dude stumble upon?
If anybody were to see this right now, this is absurd. 12 years old, looking at this kind of sickness.
Oh no! Nah. 12 years old. Yo, yeah. Lock this guy up, bro. Yo, lock him up. And shut the key in like the bottom of the ocean, bro. Because what is 12?
Sickness.
I want to say that I want to know what he was looking at, but based on that reaction, I have a feeling that I don't.
Now, you better tell me the truth, and you better freaking think about your answer. Where did you get the idea to look at this sickness? This is beyond porn. Where? Who gave you the idea? Is it the rap music? Is it the King Von? Because he talks about the sexual and all the nasty stuff. It got you looking at this kind of stuff. Think before you answer, because it came from somewhere.
The King Von, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not one to necessarily defend King Von, but I've heard enough of his music. I've heard enough raps.
Listen. They put it on King Von, bro. King Von, they rap about that shit, bro. That's some. That's some bottom of the barrel shit, bruv. I'm pretty sure no one raps about that shit. People be grabbing them up, be like, hey, what's going on? You rapping about kiddie shit. Stop that shit. Like, people ain't rapping about that shit, bro.
in this overly freaky shit that seems to be on his iPad. I'm sorry, but Lil Dude might have a bigger problem on his hands. That shit definitely goes deeper than some iPad kid epidemic. These little rectangular, time-draining, attention-consuming traps that parents have started using as an easy cop-out to neglect their responsibilities of actually parenting. Kids hungry? Give them an iPad. Kids throwing a temper tantrum? Give them an iPad. Kid needs to go to sleep? Give them an iPad. You can't be bothered to parent right now? Give them an iPad. Too lazy to educate your kid?
To be honest, when I was a kid, man, I never got an iPad, you know what I mean? Like me, my first iPad that I got was the first iPad I grinded my ass off. I saved all my pocket money. Like, I used to get like 25, maybe 20 pounds a week on like lunch at school. I'll chuck away like 15 of that, or like 20. I'll starve myself, man. I need the iPad because everyone else had the iPhones and shit. So I was like, you know, let me get an iPad so I can do like my note taking shit, and I can be on I can be on Snapchat and shit and text women and shit. How I say? But kids nowadays getting iPads, man. Y'all living the dream. If I had an iPad, hey, life will be good. Life will be good. Damn.
Actually have some human interaction with them. Drum roll, please. Give them an iPad. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous the amount of time that little kids are spending on their iPads. There's probably kids out there who are learning the Baby Shark song before they even learn their family members' names. If you have an iPad kid, your kid probably likes Miss Rachel more than they like you. And I mean, it's no surprise either when some of them are literally spending the whole day looking at Miss Rachel on the screen. I'm talking from the time they wake up to the...
Miss Rachel, who's this? This baby don't hypnotizing shit, bruv. Look at that spinning.
They go to sleep.
Nah, the baby to be hypnotizing like, go tell your mom to get the keys and drive the car down the road and go inside the car and let the keys in there. What am I chatting about? Bruv, this baby don't be hypnotizing shit, bruv. Not to our children.
Mind you, they need that screen time to function properly in the morning, and they need that screen time to go to sleep. And I'm very intentional with my use of the word need, because they need the screen time. They need those iPads. As you'll come to learn by the end of this video, their relationship with those iPads has genuinely become an addiction. And I mean, it's got to the point where it's become a trend for people to make fun of the way that kids sit while they're watching on their iPads. They're always sitting there watching in the most awkward position with their...
You know what it is? I feel like it's just like, it's kind of like they're coming to us now, you know how a lot of y'all will be on your phone and TikTok just doing scrolling. It's the same thing. That's just their own version of it. They're just watching the shows, the Cocomelon, Mr. Rachel, whatever he was talking about. Hey, this screen time shit, our phones, our iPads, actually killing all of us. It's killing these guys from young. They're starting young, bruh.
Ridiculous ways. And the thing is, they don't even realize it because they're so entranced by the iPad. And a lot of adults have been finding this funny, and they're online competing to see who can capture their kid in the most ridiculous position. But it's honestly kind of sad. Your kid is in a complete trance, completely unaware of their surroundings, and they're usually in this state for hours on.
Yeah, I think instead of having your phone recording your kid be on the iPad, how about you take the iPad away? You know, giving you a lot of time to record this incident, you feel me? Let them touch some grass. How about that? Got some swings, got some slides. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Man, socialize with other babies and toddlers or kids, and they can like develop their social skills from young, and you know what I'm trying to say? They can come around other kids, having fun. But no, you're gonna slap an iPad in their face and be like, yeah, play a game, bruh. I'm recording on my phone and post it on IG or TikTok and be like, hey, look at my kid. Look at his position, bruh. Think about it. Have some priorities in life. You feel me?
Their brain just being bombarded with quick hits of dopamine, instant gratification.
Parents don't realize how addicting iPads are when they give them to their children, and we're seeing it in this young child, unfortunately, right now. And there's a lot to break down in this situation. Like, One, the child can't regulate their emotions without having their iPad. They can't find sensory input from their environment without their iPad. They're in a fight, flight, or freeze mode because they don't have access to their preferred item. And they're acting as if they cannot operate in life without their preferred item, which is very similar to signs of addiction. When you don't have your preferred choice presented, you begin to act like
it's becoming a sickness, because it's like they have to have it. They have to have it with a bug out, bruv. You know what I mean? Like I do think back when I was younger, though, when I did have a phone, the worst thing about having a phone when you're a kid, you know what I mean? When your mum was paying for your phone monthly and this and that, bro. When you got grounded and they took your phone away from you, that was the worst shit. I'd rather get slapped. I'd rather get beat, whatever, man. But my phone, shit, man. That's my communication with all the beanies, all the things, all the women, my guys. Connections, no networking anymore. What's going on, you know? And it's kind of similar with the kids, man. They have a connection with this iPad. This is their life, you know what I mean? They're almost immersed in this world they want to be part of on this show. You know, doing pocket this, you know, Cocomelon show. Hey, here's me, I'm part of this show. Let me get back in this video.
And screen time is addicting. Research will show it.
And you know the craziest part about this whole thing is the people who made these technologies, they don't let their own kids use it. These multi-billionaires, their kids don't get this abundance of screen time. Their attention span isn't jacked up. They get to read real books, have real human interaction, become polyglots, which if you don't know what that means, it means a person who speaks multiple languages. They literally do everything in their power to make sure that their kids turn out to be academic weapons. I've even heard that the wealthy have a practice where they hire a nanny who speaks a different language, and they instruct the nanny to only speak that language to the baby, so the baby grows up exposed to multiple languages, and then the baby ends up being bilingual, ends up being a polyglot organically. And look, I already know what some of you guys are.
I kind of mess with that. That's hard. That's tough. To have my kid from young, just like, you know, just kind of being indoctrinated to speak a different language. Let's say, you know, I want to speak, you know, Espanol, you know, Espanol CC, you know, of my heart sexy maid. You feel me? You know, teach my kid, you know how to speak in Espanol. You know what I'm trying to say? I do my thing, I work, do my thing, make my money. And by the time they're 10 years old, hey, papi. Oh, feel me? I felt with that though. That's tough. If I had the means, I would do that. That's hard.
Thinking, why are you comparing us to these millionaires and billionaires? We don't have the same amount of time or resources to be able to do the same things they do. And look, yes, I hear that, but a lot of the issues I see with parenting nowadays don't necessarily stem from a lack of time or resources. It's a lack of care and effort. Instead of building a nurturing and engaging environment conducive to learning, parents are opting out and choosing the seemingly easier route of throwing iPads at their kid problems. And notice how I said seemingly.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, you know, as a fully grown-up person, you know what I mean, I do understand why the kids are being given these iPads. It's because for the most part, come on, Steph, get my words out. It's parents haven't got time. They haven't really got time to really engage with their children, and kind of like, I don't want to be part of your life, which they obviously are part of your life. I hope, well, for the most part. It's just like they're probably tired from work. The energy isn't there to entertain and engage the kid, because having a kid is a lot. It's exhausting. Not saying I know. I witness with my eyes. I see what's around, and I think if that was me, man, that would need like a second part of me to like exert a lot of energy into this child to, you know, make sure they're happy and stuff like that. And I do sympathize. It can be a lot, so, you know, I can see why they gotta slap these iPads, but it comes down. You gotta regulate it.
You're out because
it can't be too much, because like the way these kids are on it, it's like they're on it like 24/7, man. You know what I mean?
In that moment, the iPad.
Yo, yeah, get off me. Yo, catch up.
Seem like a quick fix. It gets your kid to shut up and get off your tail. But you see, what these parents don't realize is that they're missing a lot of these parenting opportunities, those parenting moments where they could be building a relationship with their kid, having conversations with them, teaching them qualities like grit, empathy, patience, charisma. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but parents who are super active in raising their kids usually end up with kids who are more intelligent and aware beyond their years. These kids end up being able to hold complex conversations early on. They're able to,
like I said before, the balance. He gotta like almost like have the iPad there, cool, but like fill in the gaps. Like let's say you're going on a little journey to the shops and then the car. I think it's probably fine to give him an iPad for a little bit. You know what I'm trying to say. And then once you're at the grocery shop, you're at the supermarket, wherever you're going, kid comes out with you, and then they engage with the world. Goes around and looks around and see. You know, that's what's that? That's baked beans. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's gherkins. That's pickles. That's, you feel me? So take him out of the iPad world, like almost like don't make him just fully be almost every single day immersed in this, iPad. So that's my
in
take.
social settings where adults are present without being nervous, and these kids start developing a mental capacity similar to an adult's early on.
Hi, Miss Tootie.
Hi, Miss Mommy.
I want to have a little interview with you. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If Daddy says no and Mommy says yes, what does that mean?
Daddy, no.
Yeah, good job. That means no, because Daddy said no. Good job. You're so smart.
Thank you. I just have a really strong connection to you, and it feels so good in my heart.
Whoa. So good in my heart. And he's talking Shakespeare, like she's, like she ran a poem. Love in my heart, like, girl, what you know about love, girl?
And it's just, I don't know, I feel like I just need you right beside me, and I need to actually know that I can go to when I need you.
You just need your mama.
Yeah.
Oh, but I guess this is smart. Look, it's a very smart little girl right there. Maybe it's one of those smart young ones that maybe older for their years or something. But she's picking proper.
The wealthy are doing all these things to ensure their kids' success, while they haphazardly give you access to these devices that are destroying your kids. These devices literally fry your kids' brains. So while they're nurturing their kids to be geniuses, your kids end up with shorter attention spans, poor impulse control, delayed language.
Okay, that is what I do agree with. The impulse thing and the attention span. That's the main issue. The attention span, yeah, that's something we gotta focus on, which this is where we're gonna bring in books. We gotta bring in more books, you know what I mean? You gotta incorporate reading time, because reading does help with your attention span, you feel me? And as I said before to myself, I keep telling myself I gotta get better at reading, man, or read more, you feel me? Because I gotta increase my thing as well, my thing, increase my attention span, because it's a thing I do struggle with as well, because I'm also a TikTok fiend from time to time.
Weaker emotional regulation, and there's probably someone out there thinking
doing a matting. Whoa.
Language development,
Yikes.
weaker emotional regulation. And there's probably someone out there thinking, so what? I mean, they'll learn all these skills by the time they're adults. But what you don't realize is these negative traits translate over to other things. It translates over to them losing interest in low stimulus activities like reading or playing outside. Things like homework just become
little basic thing like that become painful, very painful to do. So because these iPads are just a quick hit, almost like a quick hit a coke, you're like, shit, oh yeah, let's go again and again, let's go, oh yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, like always a quick hit each time, like each time you swipe, watch the show, whatever. It's how it is, isn't it? And to do the long bearing shit becomes like painful, and so
because it's so challenging while also providing so little stimulus. For these type of kids, silence often becomes uncomfortable and boredom literally feels painful. They might start developing things
that is so peak. Do you peep what she just did?
often becomes
Bro, grab the
uncomfortable,
iPad.
and boredom literally
Have
feels
the
pain.
iPad disabled it and said, yeah, there you go.
They might start developing things like emotional avoidance, having low frustration tolerance. That means they probably won't even be able to complete a task if it's difficult or if it frustrates them. And they also become very dependent on external stimulus. The screen ends up becoming their coping mechanism, their drug. And it's just so sad to see that there are the screen ends up becoming their coping mechanism.
When your child's doing that, when you see your child doing that mad thing, I'm playing a game plus I'm swiping on TikTok at the same time. Yeah, this is where we need to have some serious sit down talk and discussion with your husband and or your partner with co-parenting situation you have with your person with your child, because that's a mad thing. Because what are we doing here, bro? Yeah, that's right. No. That's very concerning. Very concerning. So watch what your child's doing, man. Damn.
Sad to see that there are so many parents who are just okay with this. Like, I genuinely want to know where some of these parents got this idea that they can just put the right video on an iPad and put it in front of their kid, and their kid is just gonna learn everything from a screen.
Did you know that many big tech executives actually don't let their own kids use the very devices and apps that they built? For example, Steve Jobs famously didn't.
You see what I mean? Even the experts, these men that made these devices for me, for everybody else to enjoy, you know, their own children, they ain't let them use them because they know. Wrong noise. But they know that it's harmful for the brain. So they don't want their children's brains fried like your children's brains are fried. You know what I'm trying to say? So guys, please watch your kids. Watch their devices.
Kids use the iPad. And executives from Google, Meta, and X sent their children to low-tech schools where phones and tablets are banned. Well, why do they do this? Well, because they know what smartphones and social media can do to the brain, especially after prolonged use.
Fry and sizzled. You're gonna fry it first and then you're gonna grill it on top. You know what I'm trying to say? Mega fried, mega grilled up. You know what I'm trying to say? Our brains just crumpled up pieces of nothing. They're killing all of us.
Role that you do on social media lights up your dopamine reward pathway, which is the same system that's triggered by gambling and addictive substances. And the brain learns to crave more stimulation over time, and more novelty and more likes. And over time, your prefrontal cortex, which is the part that helps with focus, emotional control, and decision making, gets weaker and weaker at saying no. This is one of the reasons why
He's cooking here, man. Like a lot of these things, you know what I mean. I've suffered with myself, and I've realized, nah, I gotta fix up. I gotta stay focused. Like I used to be a thing where like I'd be editing for like an hour, and I'd be like, I gotta do something quick. Like, and then I bug off on my TikTok, my phone, like a couple hours after that. I'm like, damn, I ain't finished this. I can't finish this yet. You know what I mean? So it's an ongoing process, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, we gotta really watch our screen times out here, man. Put our phones down.
Rising rates.
You know what I mean? Just sit in silence for like 10 minutes, man. Dead ass. When I see you sat in silence for 10 minutes, just listening to your thoughts, just go. You know, just go.
Attention and anxiety and depression, especially in today's teens, because their brains are still developing and wiring up. And constant digital stimulation is hijacking those pathways. So while the rest of the world gets hooked on screens and social media apps, the people who built them are quietly raising their kids without them. And that should make us ask, if it's not good enough for their kids' brains, why should it be good enough for ours?
These parents don't realize that kids don't
just... That's it right there, man. What else we got to say here? Like, you know what I mean? We gotta say like we gotta fix up. And he gotta look himself in the mirror and be like, am I using my phone too much? What really am I getting from this phone? Am I just constantly just scrolling up and down and TikTok? You know, just listening to the same conversations about, you know, women wars, men do this, women do this shit, bro. You know what I mean? You know, you mean my algorithm on TikTok right now is just full of cars, and I'm really thinking, this is what is even the point of this? I have a car. I don't really need a new car. I mean, I would like a new car, but I gotta make sure I have the means for a new car. You feel me? So like, if you what I'm trying to say, like, live in the real world. Get out.
Words from interacting with people. They also improve their pattern recognition, recognizing things like facial expressions, turn taking, conflict resolution. These are all things that are better learned in practice than from a screen. And I mean, all the negative developmental issues aside, we still have to worry about how inherently dangerous the internet is for kids. Whether it's predators.
That's the thing as well. I think really and true. That's one of the main things we gotta try and fix up is the safety, because like, unless you don't have like a internet blocker for certain websites, man, they can find anything. Like there's even kids that maybe could even try and find the black market, man. Find hitmen and shit, man. Yeah, find people to kill off your family, bruv, like that, bruv. Yeah, it's mad. It really.
Scams, or even just the possibility of leaving a bad digital footprint. No matter how many safeguards you try to put in place, there's no guarantee that your child won't encounter inappropriate content or dangerous situations online. And I mean, we've seen this play out multiple times in the past, whether it's in
Roblox. Yeah, she's
online. And I mean,
slamming it in the club. Yo, she's slamming it. Bap. Yo, on Roblox.
Times in the past, whether it's in Roblox, where a bunch of predators are lurking, and game
Yo, at the strip club. At the strip.
Are developing these hypersexual games, whether it's inappropriate AI.
You see, these ones are weird. What is this? What do you mean? There's implications.
Videos or predatory videos intentionally made to bypass child restrictions so they can pollute your kid's brain. The abilities.
When I have a child, because the way I know the internet moves, I didn't know whether we wanted to have a phone, man. That ass. I might just try to live out somewhere in the rural area, up in the forest, somewhere north, south. You can find me. You know what I mean? You can call me by the phone, but hey, I got no internet, bro. Hey, because the internet is a mad world, bro. Man, it's crazy.
I know it'd be super pretentious of me to sit here and act like I've unlocked the key to modern, successful parenting. I don't know what the situation is like in your household. You might be working multiple jobs, barely getting by. So focused on surviving, you can't even parent properly. I totally get it. And the point of this video...
It's just a thing before, like, I think for the most part, it could really come down to us, the parents, not having time to engage and be part of the children's, like, I guess development stage, or just being there and engaging and being there. You know what I mean? You feel me? And I can understand that.
To judge you. I just want to give parents more perspective, because as someone who's not in your shoes and who doesn't have kids of his own, that's all I really can do. And look, I'm not asking you to go full Amish here, but maybe try implementing small changes.
I'm going full Amish. Personally, full Amish. I'm so sorry, man. My future children, sorry, we're going full Amish. we're going, off the grid, dead ass. Just it's one number. That's my number. That's it. I mean, you can call my daughter. Yeah, you can call my phone first, and I'm checking it is. Yeah, it's confirmed. All right, boom. Here you go, daughter. Internet is too crazy, man. It's too crazy.
Screen-free, technology-free meals. No screen time before bed. Boredom without rescue. Genuinely, just let your kids sit there and be bored. Shoot, if they get bored enough, they might even go pick up a book or start meditating. Remember, boredom.
This is what we're saying. Make them bored. But my crib, I'm gonna have like games though, and like engaging games, brain games. To engage your mind. Even book games, word search. All this, you get what I mean? Now my kid's gonna be smart. Your kid's gonna be dumb. Sorry.
Isn't dangerous. It's where imagination is born and thrives. Encourage them to play outside, hold conversations with them, and don't talk to them like they're little babies. Talk to them like an actual intellectual being. And last but not least, nurture their creativity. And before I wrap this video up, I have to make a huge announcement. I'm dropping my 100K YouTube plaque.
Come on, my guy. But hey, that's video pretty much, man. Shout out my guy, man. Hey, good thing, my guy. 40 shares, but hey, that's a bit for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, we'll take off in a bit, yeah.